All right, good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 23rd, and I'm on NQ today. Let's see what we have going on here. We have Jerome Powell speaking right now at 8 o'clock. It is now 8:17 Eastern Time. So we'll see how the market reacts or doesn't react. Let's see. We have a little bit of a top and bottom going on right now. This wall up here kind of acting as a top. Then we have a bottom that's kind of formed down here. 50 tick chart is got a few chop boxes here. Let's see. There's the 50 tick. So we've got, not straight lines. You got a little bit of a straight down there. Three bar, 5 bar, 3, 4. Now we're back up here. So see if it kind of clears up a little bit. Not really in any chop anywhere. Just seeing where this market wants to go. Simplicity just reset. Let's see. It went long up to the wall. Looks like we had an LRE here. 557. Yep, that profited on that one. That was a nice LRE actually. Now Simplicity flipped, angling red. See if it wants to go short here. And with Powell speaking, see if he's saying anything. If he's saying anything that's going to shake the market. Never know. He says a CBDC must be widely accepted form of payment, which is a central bank digital currency. So he's talking about central bank digital currency this morning. But he says we have yet to make any decisions on a CBDC. So he's kind of talking about digital currency right now. Let's see, Simplicity's trying to go short now. Alright. Got a little coil chopping going on the 10 tick right now. Right here, a little coil chopping. Got a cluster that just formed right here on the 30 tick. See if it wants to head down. It'll probably come down to 455. And I'm not sure if it'll break that because that's the bottom of the 50 tick bar. In between where we're at now and 450 or 550, there's double clusters on the 30 tick, so that's why it's struggling here. Double clusters to the left. 550 is where the bottom of the 50 tick bar is, so it might hit there. It went down and hit the dev a little earlier. There's the dev. Simplicity. These are not, they're kind of angling down here, but I would wait for it to break here for a simplicity trade, which it actually broke it by a tick. There we go. So now it's at that previous top, as you can see. I want it to run down a little further than that 550 before I get an LRE. See how it got rejected at 550. Let's see if it comes down or not. That's because that's the bottom of the 50 tick bar. All right, there we go. Now we're coming down. Definitely want to take an LRE before it gets down to that wall. Here at about 556 would be my LRE. As of right now. Now it pushed back a little bit more to 558. Let's see if I would take that. That's where this little chop into the left was. I want it to come down a little more. See, right here we're at a cluster to the left on the 30 tick. So you have some HD forming. It's not real pretty. Now we have an LRE. Ooh, I got a bad fill on that one. That was not that good of a fill. Let's see, you got filled about 54. 2 points off. This is pushing pretty hard, long. See if it comes down. Here we go. I'm going to cut this one off there because I didn't get a good fill. So that's going to be a winner. It would have gotten the full profit. I took about 54.50. I got 4 points on it, which, like I said, I didn't get a great fill. So, look, let me show you my simplicity chart. It's because it kind of spiked a little bit. I think the screen recorder is causing a little bit of lag because I noticed on my video yesterday my voice in the chart was off towards the end. So I think that's what's going on. See, look, here's my I hit my entry up here, and then my fill was down here. So technically, my entry should have been right here at about 56.25. So my exit should have been about 51.25, which was here. So since I got a bad fill here, I didn't want to take it all the way down, which it would have won, but so I cut my profit to 4 points to stay around the original profit target if I would have got a good fill. So I think my screen recorder is causing this lag, to be honest. Normally I don't get this type of lag. So that's a win right there. Let's see. All right, now let's see if we can get another one. It's back to another LRE up here. I don't really love it because it didn't go much further down and it's pulling all the way back up close to where this last pullback was, and it does not have HD. If this had HD, I would like it better. And see, it's shooting up now. So that's why I didn't take that. Let me show you my simplicity chart. See, it ran down here, pulled back up. You would have got in right here. So right now you'd be in a losing position by a couple points. It may come down and win, as I always say, but never know. But I didn't take it because my entry's here and there was no HD at the time. I don't have to have HD. If this would have ran down further and my LRE would have been down further, then I'd feel more okay with it. But since it didn't run down very far, pulled back almost to the same level of pullback, if it would have had HD, I would have felt better about it. Or I would have been more confident to take that one. So now let's see how this goes. Now we're kind of getting a little bit of chop going. It's got this little range that it's in. Let's see, let's check the update, see what Mr. Powell is talking about. Still talking about digital currency, it seems. I guess Putin is talking right now too. And let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing much anything else. Powell says the Fed is examining the costs and benefits of a digital currency. So I guess that's his topic this morning. All right. Simplicity looks like it wants to go short, but kind of just chopping at the moment. If it breaks this wall, then it might make another little short run down to the dev right here. If it breaks this wall, 540, we might have a nice little run. Let's see, let me leave my simplicity here for now. See, we've got a early entry setup bar. So far, not an entry bar yet. Nope, setup bar did not trigger an entry. Right here on simplicity, see that both lines red angling down. Setup bar, entry bar did not break the low. Now we have, which this would be a new setup bar. So, I mean, it's better this way too if you're trading simplicity, because you'd want this to, the entry, well now there's an entry, but you'd want it to break this wall first, really. And it looks like it's trying to lay a mini magnet on this wall on the 30 tick if it closes up. Seems like there's too much momentum, downward momentum though, at the moment. So, but let's see if it breaks this wall. If this breaks this wall, it'd be nice. Actually, if it breaks the wall, let's see where I'd want my LRE. If it breaks the wall, yeah, I'd want it to come down. Let's see, 537, where's that? Yeah, I'd want it to at least come down. I would take an LRE off the wall. If it breaks the wall and pulls back to this wall to give me an LRE, I wouldn't mind that. But we need this simplicity to run a little bit first. See how it's stalling at the wall. So if you got in that entry that I just showed, you know, it's going backwards on you a little bit. And your hard stop would be about 14,550. Oh yeah, I'm lagging. Why am I lagging so much? How many days do I have loaded on here? I only have 3 days on my 10 tick. I think I have too many on my 30 tick. Yeah, I have 8 on my 30 tick. I'm gonna drop that down to 5 and see if that helps. Not right this second though. Because then I'll be calculating and refreshing while a trade happens. Alright, busting that wall. I want a clean break, so that's why I want it to come down around. Actually, I'd want it to go below 35.50. because that's the previous. If you look left, that's where it stopped. So I'd want it to break it a little bit, get down here around 31, 32, and then pull back for an LRE. That'd be better. Just got a little hesitation going on. So we're at the bottom of that lower chop block on the 50 tick. That's why this continuum chart is so good. See, this is where we have 4 bars of chop or range. Now we're at the bottom, so that's why I'd want it to come down further. And I would not be taking an LRE right now. This LRE that's showing on my chart. Because first of all, 43, you have to go through this wall down to here to profit. We got a lot of green eye zones that's formed. That's that bottom. You know, if it decides to give me another couple chop bars on the 50 tick, it'll knock me right out of an LRE. So I definitely don't want that. I want it to go. On a run. Especially now we got these clusters. It's chopping. Alright, now we're coming down. We're right at that 435. I'm sorry, 535. 50 that I wanted it to break. It went right exactly to it and popped up. I want it to come down further than that. And actually, there's a cluster right there to the left on the 30 tick. I don't like chopping at the wall. When it chops at a wall or a dev or a level, something like that, I want it to clear out a little bit. So come on down a little further. Here we go. Now it's come down a little further, about to where I wanted it to. A little bit more would be nice, but I can't be exact. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting some lag. Now I need the LRE to entry to be at the wall, at least. Just dropped another cluster. Okay, now my LRE entry is at the wall. I'm gonna go ahead and place a order there. That way I get a fill that I want. LRE entry pushed back a little bit. But I'm still gonna leave it right here at the wall. And I'll just cancel it. I got a hotkey cancel button, F3, if it gets to where I don't want to take the trade. But right now, I'm okay with it if it comes back up to this wall. See, I might want to keep going short. Entry would be a little bit lower now. See if it comes up and gets me in. Gives an LRE. LRE now is a little bit lower again. About here. I got to keep in mind with that wall there, it might come up and test the wall, even though my entry's a little lower. So let's see what happens here. Got me filled, and it definitely spiked. That was a quick spike up. So let's see what happens here. This one might not hold up. It's definitely doing some spiking around now. I don't know about this one. Because whenever NQ starts spiking around, yeah, see that one didn't work out. This one's shooting up now. It filled me where I was supposed to. But just got hit with the spike up. All right, let's see. Next one. Just wait for another. So you might get a long now. Let's see. Right here. See, there's my entry. Shot up. Now we're getting a long. Let's see. And let's see if this thing's gonna run anywhere. We're still in that 50 tick previous chop area. You see it left this mini magnet right by the wall too before it pushed up. So if it gives a simplicity long, I would want it to run up. But at this point now, I would definitely want it to break out somewhere above this wall or below here for me to take an LRE. So not much happening. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it again and see if pause the video and see if the market moves um, out of this area, because right now, I need it to, there's no area that I'm looking to take a trade right this second. So it needs to move, and it's not really moving at the moment. So let's see. I'm going to pause it and see if it gets to a point where it gets out of this zone. I'll be right back. Okay, just got a weird notification. I'm going to have to get off of here because something's up with my computer. So I'm going to have to figure it out. So I'm going to end the trading session right now. It's kind of freaking out on me.